let's begin with the World Wide Web. It's a vast and big data bank. It doesn't answer to specific queries. So if you ask which is the best implant for intertrochanteric fracture fixation, it will not give you an answer. The Google will not give you an answer for that. So we have these certain concepts which help you get academic questions answered from various databases, including Google, including PubMed, including other databases like Scopus and Web of Science. But today I will cover only PubMed because that's the basic database, and moreover it's free database and it is one of the most comprehensive ones. So this is the first concept of keywords. Keywords are defined in terms of PICO format. So PICO is population, intervention, control, and outcome measures. So this is the layout for most of the academic research. At times you will have only the population and the intervention, or population and the outcome. You may not have a control group, or you may not have a conventional group, but at least 2 out of 4 you will have most of the time. So this is a question today we'll take as an example. Is there a difference between conventional and high flexion total knee prosthesis? So in your clinics, many a times patient will come and ask which implant is better than the other. So by using these tricks, you can easily answer within seconds in your clinical practice also. So I'll just reinforce the concept of keywords, PICO format. In another example, this is the patient format where lumbar disc degeneration, whether microdiscectomy or endoscopic discectomy, which of them gives a better outcome. So like I said, there are various resources. Today I'll cover PubMed. PubMed website has been revamped very recently, I think 6 to 8 months back, and it's completely new look and lot of new features have been added to PubMed. So I'll cover the basic ones and the ones which are very practical for us in our day-to-day practice. So once I start typing, this prompting was not there. Like Google used to prompt us. It wasn't there in the older PubMed, but now it has started prompting us through various keywords that it want that if you start to type. So for example, here I've typed total knee arthroplasty and I got 35,000 results. It's impossible for anybody to go through so much literature. It's almost like 6,000 articles published every week on various topics, specialties. It is impossible for us to go through all of them and specifically to find the relevant ones to answer our question or our research interest is very difficult. So again, a lot of these are not on the subject. For example, this is on some different subject, only TKR is used as a sample. So how to make it more specific on PubMed? This is the concept of fields. These are in square bracket after the keyword, okay? What they do is they tell PubMed where the keyword is present. Okay, let's take an example. So here I have taken total knee arthroplasty again. In bracket I have written title. It means PubMed will search this keyword only in title of all the articles, okay? So it gives me 13,000 results. So it reduced by 1/3. If I use title and a TIAB, that means title and abstract, it will search the word in title as well as abstract, so number of results increase. So that's how you upscale and downscale the results. For a rare disease, you will get very less results. That's why you have to upscale it. But we use multiple keywords. For example, PICO format gives us at least 2 or 3 keywords. So how to tackle with them? PubMed has this feature called Boolean operator. Even Google has it, even Cochrane has it. But first one to have it was PubMed. What Boolean operators do is they define the relationship between different keywords, whether they exist together in the title, whether they are exclusive of each other, so something like that. So I'll take and give you by example. So here I am using OR as the operator. So this is my search query in PubMed. Total knee arthroplasty or functional outcome. It will give me results containing the first article, the second article, as well as both the articles. So that's why it gives me 45,000 results. But if you see the search query here, OR is the operator here. But if I use AND, it will give me article containing both the keywords only. So it reduces the number of results to 541. So from 13,000, it comes down to 541. It's still much more. So is field enough? So a lot of authors use multiple words for the same concept in their titles or in their abstracts. It depends on geography, it depends on their training. So if I use this TKR as my keyword, I'll miss out on all the other keywords that are being used by other authors. So how to tackle this problem? We have this concept of mesh terms. So mesh is medical subject headings, which is done by PubMed manually. These are the mesh terms just below the abstracts of the article. If you click on it, you'll find the mesh terms for the entire article. So important point of mesh is, so this is the mesh home page, but the most important point of mesh is that it can be used as a field. So here, first keyword, I've used mesh as the field instead of title. So that's the important point about mesh. Once you use mesh as the field, you get 10 results. So this is how your query is complete in your clinical, say in your OPD, and you get most important results. This is made easy by PubMed using advanced search. You can click here and you can put your keywords directly. These are the fields you can select. There are a lot of fields there. Mostly we select title or title and abstract. Put your keywords there. Your Boolean operator is already here by default. You can add and. So once I create the entire query, click search, it gives me 5 results. So this is very quick, can be done easily on your phones also, and can be done easily in OPD. So PubMed has 3 concepts: field search, Boolean search, and mesh search. If you have any query about this, you can ask after the lecture. PubMed is a very good website. You can register for free. After you register, you get a lot of things for free. For example, you can filter your search. So you can filter by all these parameters. You can filter them. Okay, you can even create alerts. This is especially for students who are doing thesis. Once you put in the query, you can create monthly alerts, and PubMed will send you alerts every month for any new article published on that particular part. You can even send the entire thing to your thesis guide or to yourself, the entire list of articles related to the subject. Okay, you can create your own collections on PubMed. So it's very important for people who are doing long-term research. Okay, so you need a proper research question, PICO in PubMed. Second is if there is a general question. I've taken a non-orthopedic one here, role of statins in cardiovascular disease. If you put it in search, statin cardiovascular disease, I just get 88 results. So something is wrong here when you get 0 results or less results. So what you need to do is most of the time find the mesh. Okay, scroll down the page, you'll find an older article, click on it, go below the article, you'll find the mesh terms for statin. So this is the mesh term for statin. Okay, once you use that as a mesh term, you start getting 17,000 results. So many a times this happens, you'll get less results on PubMed. It is because of this issues with PubMed. And then you can specify it, add more keywords and operators and make it specific. If you're doing a review, for example, on spondylolisthesis, you can just select mesh major topic and put the keyword, and it will give you on all the related things. And then you can go on adding more keywords after the term and refine your review. Citation matching is, you can just type, if you remember just the author and the year, you can find which article they are published. So it is very easily, this is a new feature on PubMed, citation matching. So for example, I typed here Ashish Gulia 2019 on sarcoma, and I can find his article just like that. It's very similar to Google search. So I take an example, say 65-year-old woman comes to you in your OPD with dorsal combination. So how to answer this question using literature? So I put distal radius, dorsal combination and elderly, and I get no results. This happens many a times when you're starting to use PubMed. So what you do is reduce a keyword, make it 2 only. So distal radius, dorsal combination, I get 5 articles, and the third article, I get my answer which says that treat conservatively. So that's how you use literature in clinical practice easily. Searching PubMed, you need to have structured approach, practice, and constant learning. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can take.